where's my thing? Describe what we have there.
We have Ginger, and what is this again?
We have
No, you have to point to it.
Anthony Anthurium right there.
That's right. This is Anthony Anthurium. Remember the Anthony part. And this is, that's just, that was a live one. No, what is that, Linda? Looks like wood. Bent wood? Bamboo.
Bamboo. Looks like bamboo with some
Bamboo. And these are fresh.
Yes, it's real.
Linda did this. Everyone to know.
I love it.
Linda.
Tricks.
Fabulous.
No, I didn't do a thing.
Yes, you did. Because we know you didn't buy it.
Okay, now you have to do me.
Okay.
Renee?
No.
I'm pressing the red button.
Is it? Oh, it's on. Anytime I see the red, it's on.
It's on.
Right.
Okay, now when the red is off, I don't have to smile anymore.
Should I take it off?
Say, yes.
Okay.
Bye. It's on.
Well, I took my hand off.
It's toast.
Okay. And now presenting Richard.
Is that my glass?
And
Is that my
Linda.
glass?
That's my glass. Oh, wait, and that's my glass.
That's very good.
that's my glass.
Uh-oh, don't mess up. There we go.
Toasting to
Jam.
two beautiful companions this evening.
Oh my God, wait to
I am-
see what else is out there. Oh, I've got to shut up for a minute. I can't let anybody toast without
I am enthralled by the company that I am keeping.
enthralled. Oh my God. All right. Enthralled for all. Good night. All right, you have to drink it now. More to come. Up and in. There we go. All right. How do we turn this off?
Is there any sound that
Push
goes
it
with that?
down.
She's a professor at Divinity School at Harvard, and she's interested in this trope of female nakedness in Christian iconography.
Okay.
Now, there's a set of conventional understandings of the meaning of this trope, and she would like to unsettle those conventional understandings by looking at the trope differently and by beginning to see ways in which Christianity appropriated the female body in ways that it didn't really intend or didn't really imagine that it was doing, and so on and so forth. In other words, to read other meanings into the appropriation than the people who had created this stuff, perhaps, thought they were
She
up
went
to.
back to Botticelli, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, Botticelli's one example, but she takes all kinds of
Had a heyday
all
with
kinds of
Rubens.
Rubens, whatever. I mean, it's tremendous. I mean, it's always it's there every century, but it's treated differently.
Do
So
you-
the question is
do
how to-
you call-
how to write a patterned understanding of this approach.
The building moving.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Not even earthquake tremors or anything?
Not San Francisco,
No,
but
the winds. Winds, expansion, contractions.
Wow.
Keep doing it year after year.
What do you mean, year after year? Only that crack. It seemed to be in the same place. What do you think?
That was a long one too, because that one came back over to here and then joined up with this one. And this is a real long
Do you
one.
have these two, Renee, or no? You do.
sometimes. But then
Well,
we
even
still have
popcorn's
to
gonna
this
do the
one.
same thing.
That's right. This was even harder to fix then. isn't
Now, there is one way that you can try to eliminate it. At least it flexes with it, and that's put a wallpapered ceiling, with fiberglass matting on the back. It'll flex. A lot of movement
You
behind
wouldn't
it.
replace the ceiling, though.
No, you just put,
Put
what
it
is
above-
that stuff?
above it?
It is fiberglass.
They
You
used
just
to
glue it?
use.
You just glue the fiberglass to the ceiling?
Yeah, and then you put wallpaper over it, just a natural, neutral wallpaper. Right in the.
But how? See, this is bad.
That's why they call them pipes in.
But with moisture, you get a browning or a chemical stain. That's what you'd end up with. What is this? Is this for the lawyer to sue me or what?
That's right. So sue me.
Prepared in this thing that, they're holding up fairly good, but they're gonna, let's hope they don't come back any worse than that one.
This is it? Or are we going to the bathroom? Oh, that's the men's room. I thought it was in the men's room.
We're shipping out Susan and
At my desk.
Right. Are you famous in your field?
People know I work.
That's neat. Andy, John,
No, he's gotta get that shot in. Sorry.
are you on?
put the hat on.
On what?
Take it off.
Yeah.
All right, what else can you do?
With his family.
What else?
It is.
Hey, Renee.
Not a
Listen to this one. Have a seat.
Hubert, hello. How are you?
And John, I never met John. Come on up.
First things first.
See if they break. Thanks.
This is, remember Andrew and John?
Of course.
Hey,
All right. Sorry.
tore my hair out. No problem. It was great.
See you. Let's see. Break it up there.
You know, like this.
Yeah. You just got here.
So Richard, where were you at Club Med? Which one?
Candy went.
Martinique.
Candy went.
Martinique. You worked there.
Wait, didn't you go there?
I was there.
When were you there?
Great Sanfleas. Wait, we had to work at
You're looking great, Linda. Just first.
Pardon me?
Looking great.
70.
Oh, thank you.
Oh boy. Somewhere in the beginning 80s. And it was still very single.
What
Now it's
happened?
much more family.
Is it?
Yeah, well, Martinique
I wanna tape this
was
up.
wild. It was before the French government got angry at Club Med and said they had to get it together because they were angry with it. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
They did that
When were you
in
there?
Corsica.
76.
Okay, that's during its very wild days.
Pretty wild, yeah.
Yes, the French government got real mad at Club Med. You don't know about
Are we
that.
saying that Richard was a club med?
Animateur for some.
Oui, les mêmes choses.
Get out of here.
Oui.
You were a Geo. Now what did you
Oh,
teach?
Gentil.
You know how I got the job? I
Got it on film. You can't lie. It's perjury.
I was living with a French woman at the time,
What?
whose father ran the Pasteur Institute in Port-de-France, and he had connections with the club, and I went through them.
Oh, thanks.
76.
No, we know that you did it. Now we want to know why you did it.
I did it because I needed an antidote to civilization.
Ah, the perfect answer.
What?
Yeah, move to Gurney. There's
Move to Gurney?
That's where Emerson.
Is that the opposite of civilization?
They're living in Walden.
That's right.
How far is Gurney?
It's
right next
40.
100,000. It's 100 miles.
Walden Pond.
32.
Actually, we looked at this farm. We wanted to buy this big farm with this old farmhouse, a big barn and a windmill. It was so beautiful. It was for sale. So we said, oh, let's just for the fun of it.
Sure.
$895,000 honest. We can't even walk in the door.
So just buy the windmill.
I wanted a windmill in the backyard all my life. All my life.
You know what? She's always taking pictures of them, and I thought, oh, okay, who's gonna get it?
890, but I don't know how many acres it is, but it's got to be.
Was it worth it, do you think?
Oh, sure.
Is that overpriced?
It depends on the acreage. Like I said, I don't know how many acres it was. We never found out.
We're waiting.
What do the houses look like?
We just walked in 1 minute ago.
A lot of rooms?
No, over there.
4 bedrooms.
Well, no. How many people are coming?
How many?
But many, and maybe more. But that's enough.
What time is?
How? Who? The pregnancy outfit, right? Sit down. Oh, good. You look wonderful. How are you?
And then we'll get started.
Just because I'm pregnant?
This is my husband, John.
Sorry about that.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm Renee.
Hello, Renee.
Richard.
Richard, hi.
My husband. Hi.
That's Susan. Linda.
Oh, it's supposed to be.
That's Richard.
Oh, screw it, I'm not saying it's my wife. Richard.
Sit right here.
Right, you sit there.
See, this way it puts you in.
How you doing?
They're in the middle. Focal point.
What's happening? Hi, Amy. Here we are again.
Renee.
Oh, you know Renee and Hubert. And Candy and John and Richard. Yeah, you met this one.
Just about. I got about. You look at yourself with no clothes on. The most repulsive sight you've ever seen. I said to him last night, Richard, do I really look all this bad?
I better not. Well, not yet.
I have some wedding pictures to show to you.
Oh, I have some pictures for you. You do?
Some pretty designs.
As a matter of fact, Candy took them.
What? What did I take?
I had it in 10, 12 years.
Humid, hot.
Sickening.
He was
Was it
asking.
79 that you met?
We don't know. We travel a lot.
I'm very anxious. I don't know.
We don't know anything. We just go on 100 trips a year.
It's like we've been so many trips.
All
They
your
just got
trips
back
just sort of
from,
run together. I
China.
always ask her, when was this?
Oh, in the 80s.
We don't know. Ask them about China. They just got back.
Well, we caused the revolution.
I believe that. Robbie was playing the piano on
wanna know?
Palace. Yes.
You want to know for sure that
They did, as a matter of fact.
he really did? He really
Versus,
did. The
Mother's
Queen
Dining Room.
Mother's dining room.
I knew it.
State dinners.
I'm waiting to hear him in the news very soon.
Yeah, Dillinger, 7-year-old.
He's 7?
7.
Oh, the age of reason, look out.
There was a Christmas party, and who's entertaining with the tip bowl? The 7-year-old, Robbie.
He was pretty good, wasn't he?
Yes.
Concerto. Composed.
Yeah, this.
Oh my goodness.
The most important thing.
Is that the lemon soup or is that the lemon soup?
Amy soup.
Lemon. That's the one I Cup is good.
Can I get a,
Oh, is it bowl? I'll take a bowl.
what's the, it's Greek to me salad again?
Lettuce salad. Lettuce with some slices of tomato, some slices of cucumber, and chopped feta and olives.
Great, I want that, and I want some pita.
Pizza
Yeah, slice.
for your main course.
No, I want Greek to me, and, oh, I don't know.
So I should stop thinking about
Because if you like the Greek salad for a main course, it's better to order but without.
Is everybody ordering for the
No,
whole
just appetizer. They order already just appetizer.
I want that for an afternoon.
Appetizer?
You know, we ordered for the entire table. We ordered about 6.
Yes.
She ordered about 6.
Me? Now it's me.
They did, wait a minute.
Did
I
I?
don't care.
No, we ordered 1, 2, 3. Was there 4? Yeah.
Plus the salad.
Plus the salad. 4 appetizers plus the salad. The stuffed mushrooms, calamari,
Is it a lot or?
Caviar.
the caviar.
Cucumber.
Right. And then there was a fourth. What was it?
Greek salad, we ordered.
The Greek salad.
And another one?
And another appetizer.
What?
You got that on?
This. Yeah, the Greek connection.
No, that's how I was saying.
Right.
It does? Then maybe we should.
They want it, but we want to cancel.
But you don't give the order of information. You give the order of
Oh, good.
taco salata,
Good.
mushrooms, and
Yeah? Just 3?
yeah.
And a salad.
You like also salad?
Yeah.
That is the Greek salad.
Yes.
That's what you wanted, right?
Yes.
Bring us a big bowl.
Yes, a big bowl of
bowl of salad,
salad.
that's
Big
what I-
bowl.
Yeah, and we'll
For
just share.
everybody?
Yes.
For everybody. But you don't want salad.
Just do salad for everyone in one plate. Okay?
Something big.
Just a big bowl.
I want my lettuce salad.
3 salads is enough.
I have felt business.
You have the menu here, but you order them for mangoes. Or you arrive to make order for mangoes now. You make them confused.
No.
Yeah, we don't want to
now if
confuse
you
them.
want
No, no, we-
mangoes, if you want appetizers.
No, we'll have appetizers, and then when we're
All
done
right,
with that,
it's
we'll
better to order
order more.
them for mangoes.
Trust us, we eat a lot.
All right.
Very good. Okay. He's doing all right.
Otherwise, he would have been nuts.
Am I still on?
Of course you are. Can't you tell?
No, I don't see the red light. I know.
Of course you don't.
You see the lines moving? Clockwise, counterclockwise? Of course you are.
Let me suck it in.
Just including the microphone. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
The red
there's a
light.
wide angle where you get
Doing
the big
fine. He's been very active for 2 days. It must be the cold weather. He doesn't like it. He wants to get back to California.
Oh, yeah. And I can
It's not
see
too bad tonight.
restaurants will be
It's
fine.
almost
No.
60.
It's different, let me tell you. Well, maybe you two be next.
You're blushing.
I'm not. I've tried to get pregnant many times, but
You never know.
not hard enough to burn.
Oh, it's all the same. So it's the same as the mushrooms?
No, don't
I
do
don't
it.
like crab meat, you know.
Oh, you don't like crab?
The only thing I know is
You shoot it.
Do they use the same stuffing for the mushrooms?
Not that great.
The same crab
I
meat
don't know
mushroom?
exactly, but
Maybe yes.
What soup do you have?
glamorize
Were you guys
not to
down
have
in
lemon.
Jamaica? That's good. Recently? Lemon soup.
Lemon soup.
I guess this is part of his wedding.
Wait a minute. Were you arrested? Were you arrested?
Yeah. Kenny, when they told me they were there, a lot of them.
No, I don't want to.
But then,
Knock it off.
Well, that's how.
Nude men.
He made us proud.
I got the waiter.
the waiter as he became apoplectic.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it's apoplectic.
I think it's like,
Yeah, like
I
that.
love it. I only want to do
He's very
a
angry.
video of ordering, like all of us ordering. Everywhere we go, everywhere I go with her, it's trouble. And and she's not too bad.
I mean, the indecision, is that what interests you, or the...
As soon as everything's ordered, they all change their mind. You know, and think nothing of it.
the commitment problem, it's endemic.
So I don't order anything. I just eat whatever I see.
I'm not on the phone.
What are you having?
Sir, for your main course?
It's too much.
You're
right. What are you having?
Hey, Mary, are you going to order an entree?
I'll have dessert.
Me too. That I'll have for sure.
Did you order it, Amy?
You're not gonna have mine. I'll take
I'd like to look.
You're not eating. You got us here and you're not going to eat.
I think I've had enough.
She's the one.
I could eat. So if there's anybody that's doing any anthropological set looking up, then you should consider it. How's that work?
They give us the spy's name.
But most of the time, when it comes to the
One phone call to a friend.
academic books,
So we're excited about that. We're 2 weeks delayed now.
you almost have to. Push it yourself.
Okay, Hubert, I have a question for you. How much time do you spend every day on your book, working on it, without
45-degree angle.
Renee
Too bad. You screw that up.
Oh,
helping you
the
or
first draft
talking?
before even Renee got on it?
Not this guy.
Not our car.
Which book are you talking about now? The first one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that.
So the lady's unhappy.
When it was developing, 8-10 hours a day, 12 hours a day.
How long did
Crazy.
How long did it take?
It was my thesis to start with.
But there was always time for
Oh, absolutely. There's always time for fun and games. Yes, there's except for
Why are you asking this?
White marble, right?
the range was anywhere.
Is this part of the
The
show?
range was anywhere from literally 18 hours a day to nothing.
Sometimes you're burnt out. You can't work. All you can do is to sit on a Zen mat.
That's right. If that's what it takes.
That's all you can do.
Oi!
But once it was written, minimal. It was basically driven by my typist. The hard
part is the revision. Revisions, I mean, you have to make it into a book.
Once my editor-in-chief got a hold of it, since the Kate edited work, she wrote. I just smiled.
smiled well enough for me to work.
Yes. Good smile, eh?
Slick. Slick guy.
Effective.
Okay, that was the first book.
We built like
And altogether it took
biggest closet you've ever
That's a big
The
difference.
inception from the actual
when
That's it.
when you started to really put it together.
See the traffic there.
So I got some of
Oh,
Where's the
I will tell you,
Right down the
2-3 years?
nauseating.
20.
What? 20?
From inception,
This is the perception book.
yeah, to the completion, when it actually came out, 12 years,
And it's used as a textbook now?
great success. It's good. They say so.
No, but I mean,
It is good.
Okay, now the second book,
It's a classic.
I'm talking little baby,
Not being immodest, it's a classic.
like a
It's good.
nanny.
the second book is on what? The same topic?
No, different topic.
Okay,
Everything I do is I move on.
that's it then. It's perception? That's it.
I'm Italian. I grew up in
The
reception text, they turn it down. Perfectly large lanes, they turn it down. Two boys. Like you.
He works at the airport.
You know, he's got
You have a long staying power, 12 hours, 12 weeks, 12 months, 12 years. That's,
Takes incredible persistence.
you know, in the middle, what if you give up?
No, he doesn't.
You could. That could happen.
No, that's me.
That's all.
Everything should have been killed.
Off of the airport side.
I had mind to do it. But I didn't work on it all the time.
I can understand much better than
I worked on it.
Oh, it's very nice.
Well, no.
Not really.
My full-time studies to do.
Where you left?
Full-time teaching to do.
I developed a passion. I've never.
So you were an assistant, or what were you called there? But you were also taking classes.
No, the brain of so
You like
teaching it.
And going for your thesis, right?
Here was doing my postdoc.
And
Must be like south of the airport.
You wonder how you did it.
Most severities in south.
Insistence that it will be done.
Here we go more because we have the 70s.
It's like insanity.
It's downtown now. Consider it. They built the
Close to it.
Yeah,
Close. Close. I think so. Because you are possessed or driven, or what do you call that?
Either term is correct. Self-driven. Well, at some point they say the book takes over. And that's phenomenologically correct.
That's what happened when I was making a movie. All of a sudden, it took. I said, "Hey, I'm just doing the knobs," and then I didn't understand what was happening. I was doing puppetry for a while, and that happened in puppetry. They were telling me what to do.
Nobody in the last 2 years, people report all zero.
what do you love yourself?
Scream magazine.
What would you like to say? Would you like to? Well, you only heard
Wide
it.
the white angle lens.
They came out to you sick. My postdoc.
Was that the way it was in MIT? Really? It was that guy?
Incredibly competitive. He would literally stab each other in the back.
Well, I mean, it's tiring. I think in 2 years.
Okay, Smarty. It was more traumatizing for him than for her. It was very Mexican.
I think it is.
Don't you think? You know that figure in Mayan culture, the Chuck.
Come on, Annie.
You see everywhere, and it's very common.
You're on TV.
The red light's on now,
Do we
Rick.
have a zoom on this? Do we have a zoom on this? Do we have a zoom on this?
Do we? Yes, we do.
We have a wide angle. Be careful what you zoom in on.
Right?
Yeah, right.
But did you know that the Mayans had no hair on their bodies? Honest, we just found out.
Rockets don't
They
either.
never have to shave.
They didn't have
So when we watched the dancers, we knew who were the real true Mayans because they had no hair on their legs, under their arms.
How do we get into this?
Real Mayans had no
We're
hair.
talking about
They have hair in certain parts of their body. I found out.
Find out who Chacmo is, which is a god of something or other in the Mayan religion.
That's right, the Mayans inventing
All right,
waxing.
give her.
And it's actually a guy laying on his back with his knees up and bent up forward with some kind of pedestal between his chest and his knees. And he's got his head turned back.
Perspective.
Now, who knows all about this at this table?
Whatever it is, I know everything.
Whoever talks the
We're amongst a bunch
Who is
of
it going to be tonight?
intellectuals, and I can't tell this from
Here's the
the center of the table, huh?
Chacmo.
I kept searching after Chacmool's ancestry.
Did you go to Tulum?
Yeah, Tamu.
Oh, we
and
go with-
Chichen Itza.
We didn't go to Chichen.
No way.
That's right, get Mikey on this.
You know what, Mikey? They had the.
It's a little
What were
boy.
those jaguar they were hunting?
No.
That was his first shot. That's a good idea.
Susan,
They have
stand
them
up.
That's right. Come on.
Whose sweater is
Do
that
the stand
anyway?
for us. Come on.
I just gave away about 5 of
Doesn't
them.
want to do it. Doesn't want to do it.
Sorry, what?
I gave away about 5 sweaters like that. I said, this is so big.
Never give them away.
Well, you need them. You never know when you're going to need them.
What do I do to you guys?
Don't worry about it. Oh, Richard, you're such
We got
a.
a camcorder.
You're gonna
It's
get it.
the,
I'll be
big
around.
It's got a battery pack.
I'll be
in it.
around. I'm gonna come
Big.
visit. Huge. But I'm not
But
telling you when.
it plays a
You're welcome to.
full-size VHS.
How did you like the tape of her legs
And that
at
thing's
the airport?
I'd love it.
Oh, the petting.
all over the place, in Australia, Mexico, the United States,
And all the
Canada.
Great for that.
Yeah,
those gypsies and Euros and things. You're- This go here, this go there, this go here.
John Kennedy went there.
That kind of a disco?
But not that John Kennedy.
He's like us.
He was hard there 69 or 70. James Hall,
The
yeah.
reason why these adults
I think that's one of the variables.
think that Elvis is still around.
I think to those people who are talking about, he's such an adult person that the thought of he's no more is too painful.
But why Elvis and why not some other saint?
No, because Elvis is the person they locked into.
Yeah, Saint Elvis.
I'm gonna call my dog Elvis.
Because Elvis is the person they love.
But nobody does this for Buddy Holly.
Yeah, but
Nobody
he
does this for.
He never made it. He wasn't around long enough.
He didn't have sex appeal.
Right. That's right.
People
Gyration.
truly.
It's like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, sex. Sex
From a
sells.
distance.
Well, I hope you doesn't make me give up the baby. Maybe
You know, people live with
I greeted it.
his music and his visual presence. And, people really lock into something else. People say, not in terms of using it, tend to be.
Yeah, but why Elvis and not a whole host of other rock stars?
He's as good as anybody else.
No.
And he's from the
But no,
South.
that's not what he's saying.
He's from the South where you have
He's saying it's specific to Elvis.
Amy?
Well, it's specific to those people who, have locked into him. Little bite. I think it's a
No,
phenomenon.
I only ate it
Here, this is mini
3:30.
I don't know if it's the same
You think the belief in Elvis is
didn't happen. Survival.
no, it didn't happen.
Don't you want a little baby sandwich? It's really good. Small.
But he was old enough to believe that he was ready to
From a
go.
250
People believed it about James Dean for many years.
I like him a lot. He's gay, you know. Can you believe it?
Who was?
James Dean.
Get out of here. He was not.
These are none. What do you know?
we ate with us out.
I know in my heart. And the last time I talked to him, I only ate
They may be involved in what psychologists call process denial.
John got a hernia. The guys that know.
I don't think so.
Coupled with
Do you think that the phenomenon occurs at all class levels? Or not?
no, I do not.
Congratulations, John.
So where does it occur?
I think it occurs to those people who
It's there.
Get back here. I can't eat anymore.
Come on.
are likely to
Go to John Lewis.
lock into any given idea.
You mean uncritically?
The person who's susceptible to being to experience a religious conversion, the person who's susceptible to become
Home building.
a loony. The person who's susceptible to become a cult follower.
No, he's a southern phenomenon
No, I believe that similar brain processes I'd work with.
too. Right, but people in the South are more likely to. Or
Well,
maybe
that's part of the identity.
What do they call that? The Bible Belt?
Well, what's important to you, what you identify with.
But it is,
becomes
it's like
part of
that.
it. I think there's some element
Bible
of,
Belt is South.
I didn't die, I'm still here, he didn't die. Because I'm part of him and he's part of me.
Either that or they're only important if he's alive. Because there's no way for them to not be
I agree with
important. It's
you.
the only thing in life.
That's yet another
No
element.
way for them, anybody to
People don't go around citing John Kennedy.
I'm important. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't say
Not like Elvis.
now is their full message.
You should call.
John Kennedy
It's ridiculous.
is very much part of a different segment of the population, perhaps. Very much part of the affectionate consciousness. And there's a sense in which he isn't that. There's a sense in which he isn't that. I mean, look, this is Martin Luther King lives. He can be heard. The other element is the phenomenon we're experiencing now, I don't think is repeatable. It was repeatable prior to videotapes and records, because you can experience something so close to lifelikeliness. But the idea and the belief and the understanding and the emotional acceptance that this person is dead keeps being contradicted in some respects by acoustic information, visual information. And I think when a person locks into that kind of emotional commitment. It's very hard to break.
Well, what about the Beatles?
Some are hurt, I believe the same is true. I mean, the
People
things-
citing John Lennon?
Yes,
I think it has to do with going back to your youth.
that's an element.
You can do that on
I don't think they're, it's like to be
the loss of
about emotion too.
Look at us.
Sure.
How come we are the dominant force right now? Why? And you know what? The 50s, when we get to be 50, that's going to be the dominant power.
We'll always be the dominant.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
At least in
For
our
us.
minds.
Rich areas.
No, statistically. It's nice to have that kind of power. It means that when we go into the nursing home, we'll all be full. So we better get our...
Television.
Better get our choices now.
Now!
Well, why do you think I'm so
There's
desperate?
also a powerful metaphor.
God, can you imagine that there will be a placement test for nursing home?
A lot of Arabs.
You'll have to take a kind
There's a
of
powerful
graduate
meta-
record examination to get into
Right,
it. Oh, you didn't get into that nursing home? I'm really sorry. You'll have to settle for.
Well, you're
You have
going
to
to
settle
get
for
it.
that nursing
That
home.
nursing home!
You're going to be sorry.
Alzheimer's one.
This is going to cost you $5,000.
There's also a metaphor as well.
You're right.
I mean, they own 7-Eleven stores and they're building these 5.
Wait, how about the one in Italy for the retired opera?
Oh, that's great, that place.
Of course.
Villa Verdi.
Who's that? Remember that woman in Italy who was a porn star and made it into the National Assembly? Did you read about that?
Right. Good for her.
Where?
That was an amazing story.
What?
It was an Italian porn star who made it into the National Assembly.
She's still in there, I think.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be pretty good.
She campaigned topless.
Oh, I see. That was so long ago. She did too. She did too. Yes, she did. Well,
Old news.
Probably
it's
ultimately,
5 years or
if you push any of those people hard enough along, their last retrenchment is going to be, he's alive and me.
We saw this farm we wanted to buy, $895,000.
I know he's been, I don't like to,
Believe it? I said,
Everybody wants to be close to greatness. I bet you most of these people have nothing great in their lives. And if they're close to being close to him, it gives them something to do.
by attachment, they become important.
So achievement by association.
Yes.
have you ever been?
But beyond, beyond the abstraction,
Have you ever in anyone's eyes outside of your family? Has anyone come to you and said, "I admire you. You are the epitome of what I'd like to be"? It happened to me, and I was astounded. Somebody told me, and they emulated me. The whole family did, and I thought, that's kind of scary.
that is scary, that's weird.
I don't know why. Here I don't look at
You
my
try to keep a
closet.
low profile.
But if you're a United States citizen,
Under there.
they don't give you
I have to still sweep the floor.
It's,
Do they do that in China too?
yes, very much so. And in Japan too.
Like you're a god.
In China, yes, right so.
I have pictures of my sister, my
They had utter respect.
family,
Yeah.
all her own son. I
That's
carry
great.
them around.
Would you
When
consider?
they said to them that he must have his, two things, I said to them,
Didn't
I
they
was
give you a
beleaguered,
copy?
you know.
You were what?
Beleaguered
Okay.
before my, talks and lectures and stuff. And I would say, I need to meditate.
I like that.
Well, you told him the line that I need my rest. What a trick. My agenda
line.
was cut in half. It was great, I respect
No, no, no. This is how it went.
The one was cut in half. Ungala?
We got to China.
Too busy, filled.
the whole schedule of what I was
They,
supposed to
they
do.
give me a list, they give Hubert a list. And they had, I'm talking about left hemisphere people, they had
Agenda.
slotted in
Oh, I
every
didn't know
hour
that.
The word.
for 10 days.
I thought you
And it
said
was
some Indian
every
word
hour was
about.
slotted in. And I thought, this is not what we came, halfway around the earth to do, is to be slotted around. So,
In other words, you were still assuming a kind of individualism.
Absolutely.
yes.
Personal choice.
We were in our pre-commie.
They had a hard time getting away. Tell them the story about the wall.
Well, let me finish
the
this.
wall.
So
They thought they would have
Get away.
personal choices in China.
Yeah. Her.
We had to run.
We escaped.
Okay, tell that story. That was a good one.
China. We get to the Great Wall of China.
Some
and-
coffee here?
Yes, decaf.
Decaf.
And
Turkish coffee?
Turkish coffee.
No, Greek coffee.
With milk.
Same thing.
With actual milk.
What?
With milk, please.
Yeah, I have a milk over there. I have a pot of milk.
Oh, good.
Okay, I will bring another one. And decaf, can you wait? We have decaf, but can you wait for a couple of minutes to be
Whatever
fresh?
you say.
Okay.
thank you.
From Turkish coffee, decaf. For a lady here?
Nothing, thank you.
All right.
By this time, we figured out that these guys were following us. We had
One point guy, 2 point men in the
you had
front.
9 people around you at one point. Okay? And wherever I went with Robbie, we took Robbie with me, they had 2 hostesses following him constantly. You know how I'm so paranoid of the city, I never let him out of my sight. Every time I turned around, he had 2 people watching him. I mean, like this, right next to him the whole time. Touching him. There was no way in the world. I mean, I was like, you know, with these Bella Vistas in Florida. It was wonderful. Like it was in Palm Beach or something. Well, you know, they finally, we get to the Great Wall, and I said, enough is enough. I didn't come all this way to do this. Right? So we called her Mrs. Fu. There was Mrs. Fu and Mrs. She, and we liked Mrs. She very, very much. Mrs. Fu said, this way, you know, and I said, you go that way. So she started going. So I turned around and I said, run, run. So we all, he was found, and we're running up the Great Wall, you know, and so all of a sudden we're about a block away. It's the big Great Wall. You realize it's 3,000 miles, so it's, when you get away from somebody, you're thinking there are thousands of people on this wall. She couldn't find us, but Mrs. She, I said, come on, come on. You know, so she wanted her along. We wanted her along, so we were running away from this other woman. And the story was that they take all the tourists up the easy way, which is flatter. And we were going up the steep way, all right, which is like straight incline, you know, and that's why but we got away from everybody. And Hubert says at one point,
All the way to the breach point.
goes to the breach point, and he says, well, okay, and jumps off the wall. Jumps off the wall.
That one.
And Robbie too.
Robbie jumps off.
Robbie,
I'm
yeah.
screaming, what are you doing? This is a 9-foot wall. I said, what are you doing? How are you going to get back
About
up?
20 minutes after we were.
Right. I said, how are you going to get back up? He says, we'll worry about it later. I said, oh my God. And so they're all going, jump, jump. I said, I'm not getting down. I said, jump, jump.
It's too high.
And so Mrs. She comes up to me, she says, go ahead, I'll help you down. I said, I'm not going. She says, go ahead, go. I said, you go. She says, okay. She wanted to go. She was the one that wanted to go. So she had that spirit. So naturally, we're all off the wall, like literally off the wall. That's where it came
Getting
from.
back up was hard.
How did she get back up? She's an interpreter, one of our interpreters.
The context was that during one of the NASA conferences, I did some research work with
Oh my, and she had an extra?
space motion sickness.
Thank you.
By the Russians and the Chinese and the Japanese to give talks in the space area.
Your sister?
So separate from the Chinese and separate from Japan.
Congratulations, Nancy.
I'm not talking
But it would have been
about
the same. Ironically.
What did Robbie think of China?
They were wonderful. They
Robbie's
touched
a
him.
wonderful
You
friend.
never
He was adored.
So you can't even.
We finally could keep him active enough. He's just like so bored here. I get up at 7 in the morning and say,
He just goes to school and then comes home. What does he do?
I don't know, he's like a regular kid here, but it's not, there's just not enough activity in the kid's life.
Yes, thank you.
And how?
Not enough
Congratulations.
What time does he go to bed at?
She had me Guinness
I mean, I'm
book
very-
that size.
He goes to his room?
He's got to be in bed.
In a nice way.
He's got to be in bed. Right. But it ain't
You don't mind?
Serious.
Of course not.
Your God's no
What's he doing all this hour?
He invents games. He plays.
I try to be very, I have to follow his lead.
Do you have to punish children or not?
Absolutely not. What are you talking about? You got to read her book.
I haven't read your book.
And she ate healthy and stuff, Tammy.
You don't have to punish them.
She ate real healthy and everything.
The thing is, they have to know the rules.
You may need to set certain consequences for behavior that's inappropriate.
She's colored.
It's not the question of the no, I'm sorry. It's not the difference of words. It's the action. The words have to match the order.
When I do it, it's punishment. When you do it, it's
Consequences means talking to Robbie.
No, it means that
Consequences
if he,
means
She said she didn't get any weight in her life. There's probably
no,
no.
she did.
if he has something he wants to do, such as go out and play, he has to have his homework finished.
There wasn't much.
Don't worry. Is he testing you?
If he breaks something,
Oh, only like 6.
willfully,
Follow him.
he will have to come out of his allowance.
8.5, 9 pounds.
No, mine took yours.
Sister. Yeah. And she's small boned and tight.
to me.
All right.
But it depends on
I'm
your
gonna break
husband.
down.
9 pound, 15-ounce baby.
If he does damage willfully
15 pounds.
in that situation, may I need to write a letter of apology.
When you're on the floor, you're going to call him Judge Dolezal or Dr. Dolezal, so we have to go to college.
You would get him in the sheepskin immediately.
Okay.
His name is
Good.
Was it any good?
Then he can actually devote his life to being creative.
Finally. Yeah, that's what I said.
Linda's line.
Well, who's doing the work? Me. I don't know. You're just critiquing it.
True. I have an easy job. That's Linda's.
But can you cook?
Definitely, punishment is counterproductive.
Yes, but do you give him good threats?
Actually, that's
I find I have to threaten all the time.
microwave
I do.
hamburgers, microwave.
Yeah.
Ideally, what you want to do is say when you do whatever the appropriate is, then this is the benefit.
But does he ever rebel? Does he ever
We
challenge?
do well. We real well. We real.
You can't outsmart a 7-year-old.
We did live in Chicago in the snow.
Wait till they're 8.
We still we grill year long.
He's supposed to be as independent as possible.
I've never been there. But I'm interested in
Independent as
children.
possible. See, the challenge, you're talking about challenge, that's great. It's nasty, stupid defiance that's not acceptable. Now it's a treat. But challenge is
You're lucky
great.
that she's alive.
Does Robbie bring friends home to stay overnight or not?
Not at his age. He
Too
has.
young for that.
He has once or twice, on a special occasion.
We're not permissive. We're real strict.
Can Robbie have girlfriends or is that not?
He has his very client.
Kissing girls.
No, but we don't encourage that.
No, we don't.
How do you discourage
7
that?
years old?
I tell him that he can't kiss a girl until he's 13.
Good. It's good. It's good to give an age.
No, his mother told him that.
Light trust.
So that's what he says when he sees you? I'm sorry.
No, he tells me
These
that he
lips are
wants
sealed.
He
It's
tells me he
13.
wants to. So I tell him you're not allowed to stay home. He says, why? I said,
Dessert, anybody?
so what? You'll find out when he's 10 that I lied. So
Well, that undermines your authority.
what?
So,
Get that too.
at least he was safe till he was
If
10.
I'm cooking dinner, he'll remember, right?
That's great.
I see.
What did your mother do to trick you?
Whoever bakes the cookies has the power in the house.
And only one recipe.
That's right.
It's in Hebrew too. That's why you have to
We try
learn.
very,
Bottom
we
line.
work at a
I
very
don't know. Why did you pick
constant
13 of all ages?
Well, because she can spell it.
I would have picked 18. I don't know.
Because it's at that point, oh, I know what I said. I said, that's when you become a man.
At 13? Where are you living?
Robbie's going to explode the day after his 13th birthday.
By that time, I was
Not how it works.
Really?
Ain't like angry. First it's a game and then the guys to these beef together to keep close, right?
That sounds like a winner.
Used cars, old American cars, and he fixed them up and then sold them.
Is that right?
Yeah, you know, like Buick Mercedes.
Takes her own vacation.
You fixed them up yourself?
Well, no, I had friends.
Candace takes her own
I
vacation.
managed.
That's true.
But you make a profit.
Leave me at home for a month.
$3 is $3.
You make more than $3.
Maybe.
You know what the hot car was? You'll never guess. 1966 Chrysler Imperial.
Fabulous car.
Wait a minute.
Looks like a mafia car. Black on black leather. I bought one for $1,200 and I sold it for $4,500. The other thing I like to do is I like to go to auction houses and buy cheap and sell here. So I was telling Lynn this one story. I know a fair amount about Indonesian artifacts. And so I saw these
Say it louder.
granary doors from Timor, which is in eastern Indonesia. I bought them for $250. I sold them at the Japanese collector for $14,000. Ironwood with lizards on them.
You're good.
Well, you have to know the stuff, and people,
Yeah.
Of course.
you know, if you know the stuff.
Do you know
and
Chinese
nobody wanted the doors. Nobody bid on the doors. So what you do is, it seems to me, you specialize in a series of artifacts, go to the auction houses, grab the stuff, and then turn it over to Christie's or Sotheby's, you know, or if you know, if you contacts in Japan. Japan is where a lot of this stuff is now being sold. You know, it's not just Van Goghs
When we were in
Picassos.
Japan, we couldn't believe the flea markets here. We went over there.
Japan's
Where?
incredible.
The flea markets? Oh, yes.
Kyoto.
You know, so they had, I mean, you walk along and on the ground, just like you're walking over there like on a
Maxwell
ball
Street.
flat. And they'll say, I said, oh, how much is that? And they said, $10,000.
I try to find out what some
Put
of
my
the
son
swords
back
were.
from there.
Some of
That's
your
another thing to
Wanna
deal
guess?
with.
swords?
Samurai swords.
Samurai swords.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Wanna I guess.
Expensive.
About 50 grand.
They're way off.
What?
The cheapest that I made my eyes was 100,000, but they said to get something good, 500,000 to 2 million. That's for the set, you know, too.
Yeah, but you can't get those prices in America.
You guess what else? They said you won't sell to foreigners.
Oh, that's why.
Gaijing.
But that's the thing to do, you know, specialize in something like samurai swords or...
One of them, in fact, one of the dealers said, you guys took enough out of here, and I'll go too. Real-
Sooner or later,
real
they come and
pointed.
say that.
You know what the hottest thing on the tribal art market is right now? Antique Eskimo ivories, about this big. Little walrus wound plugs. You know how much they sell for? It's a little piece of ivory like that, about this big, from 300 AD. $25,000.
Now, what are
You
they?
pick them up for.
Huh?
What is
Get
it?
them for.
What can you get them for?
Yeah.
No, it costs you several thousand.
What are they? What's it called?
Well, you know how sometimes when you're out in your kayak,
Oh yes, usually.
Oh, it's a plug for the kayak.
no, and then you harpoon a sea lion,
I have
and you have to drag the sea lion
Like
back to your
yesterday. England?
igloo. You want to make sure that the sea
England.
lion doesn't bleed all over the ocean.
Okay.
So you plug the harpoon.
Oh,
A harpoon plug.
I should have known.
How much is that?
Everybody should have one.
300 AD?
From 300 AD or so.
Do you mean to tell me they were doing that in 300 AD?
Yeah,
Sure, they lived
What were
that
the,
too.
out of ivory?
100% ivory.
That's good.
Well, sure.
And they stayed in there, they didn't slip
I'll
out.
tell you another thing. Is New Ireland masks. You know where New Ireland is?
where?
The coast of New Guinea.
What do you call it?
New Ireland. You ever heard of it?
Never.
Okay.
I have
One New Ireland mask, right? Made in the 30s or 40s. How much do you think it goes for?
Okay.
$40,000.
100,000.
Close.
$100,000.
Yeah, Rockefeller.
All you have to do is go to the New Ireland.
Did you hear how he died?
Yeah, he was
eating.
He was eating.
It was his time. It was that time.
Yeah.
1961, it was in New Guinea. It was eaten by the Nazmat tribe. And they found his shrunken head years later.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, they did.
He had the
What was he
And
looking
you know what?
for?
You know what the final irony was? The tribesmen who owned Michael Rockefeller's shrunken head wanted to sell it to the Metropolitan Museum
Get out of here.
Wait a minute.
I'm
Who's
serious.
what?
So disgusting.
because he had heard, and he was quite right about this, that there's now a wing at the Met, which is the Michael Rockefeller wing. It used to be the old Museum of Primitive Art in New York.
First time I saw
So-
it, I laughed.
So the ultimate in circulation, right? He wanted to sell Mike's head to the Met.
For how much? He has it.
The tribesmen had the head.
Oh, the tribes. He wants to sell it.
He wanted to sell the head back to the Rockefeller family.
Good for him.
The Rockefeller family wouldn't talk.
Wiggle your ears and do your nose.
Well, now they don't have the head.
I'm surprised.
They're
I
lost.
never saw anybody.
You mean they wouldn't buy his head back?
They would not buy the Michael shrunken head.
I would.
I would buy it. I would have bought it back.
That's part of your family.
Bury it. Sure. Put it on a mantle. You know, you could put it maybe in the display case of the
This is
museum
your grandfather?
No,
next to
no,
the artifacts that he stole from the.
no. They bury it.
No, for burial. So it wouldn't be desecrated.
Well, I think you should have. I think both sides of the equation should be represented in the museum display.
Can you imagine a new craze like that?
It'd be fabulous.
Do you want to
So
go
not
there?
only would he have
Instead of portraits, from now on they'll have shrunken heads of ancestors.
No, what I was thinking is you would not only have artifacts in the museum, but you would also have the shrunken heads of the people who collected them. What do you think of that idea?
Turn over.
Terrible.
You're talking about shrunken heads.
How do you get it? But you know what? The just reward.
I have a little head.
Just reward.
Very good. Where were the shrunken heads?
Do you want to go there now? Is that your next trip?
Guinea?
I don't agree with that.
How long ago was that?
61.
30 years? Okay.
So we want to.
They still
do this.
Oh,
If you
Shrink
got
heads and
main
eat
course,
flesh.
look at that and divide the rest.
That's a good idea.
Sure, that's fine.
That's good.
We'll divide this one. They have 2 pages.
I think you should get this very close to the bill, just in case there's any slight
Nine of us?
hands.
So just let us know. Okay, 74 into 9.
Just pay 100, okay, you guys pay 100, and the rest of us will pick up the
Who
other
wants to
100.
do this? I don't like it. I don't want to do this. Richard? No, he wouldn't have to do it. Who wants to do this? We'll divide the...
Richard, will you do it? Richard will do it.
Richard will do it. The second page. Divide the second page into 9 into that, and then the rest of the main courses.
Richard will do it.
I'm not in business.
But his math is
$9 a head.
Divide the second page by 9 and then what?
Well, the first one is the appetizers. The second one is. Okay,
Why don't you wanna- you don't wanna divide the
People who didn't get a main
appetizers?
course might not have to pay for their main course. Everybody didn't get one.
I see. All right,
Their main course. Everybody didn't get one.
I see. All right.
We can always ask for
Wait,
Is that a
that's it?
4? Is that a 4?
Sure.
Be 130 plus. Oh,
I
160.
think we got you.
Yeah.
I went to 150.
So, 150.
You need a 10?
So $30 a head.
Leave it.
And then $30 for a cup.
So why don't we say this? Why don't we say
Yeah,
that
leave it. Let's see what's
the
there.
people
We
who
put
had
in
only
40
appetizers
then.
paid $10.
Right.
Yeah.
The people who had
That's right.
Pay
more
extra.
pay 15 apiece.
Right. That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Then I pay 2.
So then we covered you. So see what's up there and then take it back.
Did you put in that much?
Yeah, we put in that.
We put in a little extra.
How much you need back?
It was from your thing.
130 there. No, she know what the tip is included. Is that included? That's one.
Yeah, that's including the tips.
So
I put in 10.
you put in 10.
Yeah, take that 5
Oh,
from us. Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
All right.
Linda, quit putting that in towards.
Nobody in this room's time. I think we ate it.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.